This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Wednesday, Hump Day, June 23rd. I am Tori here with Lindsay and Al, and you both look glowing.
I hope Kiri's okay with this because we didn't chat this morning.
It looks fantastic.
And we're both wearing purple.
It looks fantastic, but I gotta say, your lips look beautiful.
Well, I didn't know we were going there, but thank you.
You're welcome.
That is so
I'll
specific.
see you at HR in 30 minutes. No.
Like, why?
Honestly,
Why?
Lately, I've seen that he's been moisturizing.
Have you been having chapped lips for all these years?
I
before
guess
met
so,
you?
but I didn't know it was a problem until now, but I'm glad we got it out.
I'm glad you got that handled. It's a very
Yes.
dry season out here.
Exactly.
Just saying, they look great. All right, all across America, there's been a big push to get as many folks vaccinated as possible, but now officials are saying that the U.S. will not meet President Biden's goal of having 70% of adults get at least one shot by the 4th of July. So here's what Dr. Fauci said about it on the Today Show.
I don't think something actually went wrong. That was always, Savannah, an aspirational goal. It was never the goal line or the end game. We wanted to and will go well beyond that as we get past the 4th of July into the summer.
Well, into the summer, as he says, Dr. Fauci also said that it's the unvaccinated people he's actually most concerned about, especially with this new Delta variant. And we've all heard about this, very contagious. So what do you think about not meeting this goal? I feel like he was like trying to be the coach that's like, it's okay, we're going to go get orange slices.
I think they knew, Lindsay, that we weren't going to get it. We talk about the United States and like the U.S. didn't meet the goal, but the United States is us. And some of us are not going to get the vaccine. So the United States, by proxy, won't get it. So I'm not surprised.
I mean, I think, I thought that we were going to see 20% of 18 plus adults. 65%, 65.4 to be exact, got the vaccine. So it's not like that far off from 70%. Like, we're close for 18 plus year olds. 30 plus year olds, we did hit the goal. We're at 70%. I think that most people who were in their 30s just decided, I'm going to go with my health. I want to travel. You have the funds to kind of move around and you want to move around safely. 18-year-olds are still living that free life. Some of them that were in Miami while the vaccine was at its highest rates or other places are still living their life in the same way. And so I don't know why we expected them to change miraculously. Listen to our reporting work and listen to our analysis and change.
If the government was giving away free cars, out of 100 people, how many would take one?
Well, when Oprah gave away free cars, people complained about the taxes that they had to pay on them.
The taxes.
So there's always going to be an issue.
You're saying it will never be.
I can't think of anything that people would take if they were giving away free ice cream cones to every kid. My kid's lactose intolerant, no sugar for my kid. I don't think there's going to be 100% for anything.
I definitely thought there'd be 70, and I do think we need to hit the rural areas, and I think we need to jazz up the whole, we're going to get you a car if you get a vax, like the money, the jackpots.
But they did that with the.
I think they need to continue. What we do is we get stale and then we forget about it in the U.S. We got to keep it up.
I don't think you can convince certain people from down south, though. Having spent a lot of time there, I had conversations with friends that I really want to judge, but I don't, that say, listen, my kid doesn't even take Advil. They're not taking the vaccine.
And that's fair.
And that's fair until it's mandated. So
I think it should be federally mandated. I get in a lot of trouble from all of you. Come at me. All right. Here's a twisted story for you. Former Major League Baseball star Ben Zobrist claims his wife was having an affair. That's she right there.
Is that the face he made when he found out?
For nearly a year with their pastor. So he's suing that man, who has since left the church, for $6 million. Now, the baseball player claims he took time away from playing for the Cubs to work on his marriage. All the while, the pastor and his wife were carrying on a relationship. He also claims they used burner phones to keep their relationship a secret, and it was the pastor's wife who originally discovered the affair. So what do you think about this player's lawsuit? I also want to say that the pastor actually advised in their marriage counseling to let the wife have some space while they...
Listen, I think that he should sue him. I'm loving this. First, let me talk. This pastor was charging for his advice. First of all, no pastor's supposed to do that. Do it out of the goodness of your Jesus or
Pastors
Catholic heart.
Give advice.
They're not supposed to charge. He charged him. He wanted to put him on a yearly salary of $36,000. 36 grand to get his stupid advice. His advice so he can lead his wife directly into his bedroom. Sue that man and get his money back. This is ridiculous.
Lindsay,
and not because it's a cheater.
At home doesn't mean you stop working. No one would be at work if that was the case.
This is a pastor, though. His number one job is to help his congregation. He needs to be sued for not doing his job.
He helped them out of an unhealthy relationship.
No.
He stepped
You're
up.
a really good defense lawyer. First of all, I agree. He also did fiduciary problems, like money problems.
Explain that, because I don't know.
Fiduciary means
nobody wants to hear that.
Okay, sorry. It just means that you have financially, he went into his charity, pretended to work there as the executive director.
Alongside his wife.
Alongside his wife, and stole all this money. So he's suing for the money problems. He's also suing for emotional distress, right? And at some point, a marriage is a license. And when you break a license or a contract, that is suable. And so he has every right to do so.
But then why doesn't everybody sue everybody?
A lot of people sue for adultery. A lot of people do. Now, some people have a divorce. It can be as a fault for divorce, and some people it can. In Tennessee, where I did a deep dive, you can sue for fault of divorce, and then you can also sue for emotional problems. But it's a contract just like anything else.
But it's a contract based on an emotion, Lindsay. That's why it's ridiculous.
Okay.
If Lindsay, if I hire you to redo the interior of my home, and the contract we signed says it needs to look dope. Like, that's not a thing. That's just
First of all, that would never be in a contract because you need to be specific.
Okay, but if you go to a therapist,
what's dope?
If you go to a therapist and hire them to do something and they're manipulating you, I think that they've broken their contract as a therapist.
They went to school
and maybe
for 4 years to learn to manipulate you.
Al, if this happened to you, what would you do?
Oh, man.
If this happened to you and you were married or with your girl going to marriage counseling and you find out they're doing something that behind your back, you don't think you'd have emotional distress?
The great Freddie Gibbs, the rapper, has a song called "You Gonna Cry in That Honda, or You Gonna Cry in That Bentley." Okay.
What?
I would be in my car.
What?
Go
So all of a
find
sudden
where the
you become
Chicago
this
Cubs
millionaire
are
that got
and go play Major League Baseball.
Well, he lost
And
$8 million by taking time off.
guess what? Major League contracts are like 120. You made a mistake. You literally paid for it emotionally and embarrassing-wise. Get in your Bentley and go to Wrigley Field. It'll all work itself out.
Somebody else needs to pay as well. I'm sorry.
I agree.
Like that wife, like that pastor.
I agree.
Lindsay's feeling it's like she's watching a Tyler Perry movie. No, he needs to
Lifetime
pay.
original.
Lifetime original. All right, before we go to break, we've got some viral video for you. Here's something you don't see every day. This is a couple dozen cows. They're stampeding through a neighborhood south of Los Angeles. The cows had somehow escaped from a meat packing plant. Yay! The police had to warn residents to steer clear while they moved the cows. It took nearly 2 hours, and we're gonna milk this for all it's worth.
You added that last one yourself.
Yeah.
Nice job, Tori.
Thank
Nice
you.
job.
I find this utterly ridiculous. There's another one. Oh.
I mean, imagine if you saw the cow stampeding through your yard. Like, on a serious note, they're probably going to sabotage a couple people's yards that weren't prepared for a cow stampede.
This is how I know I'm a man of a certain age. My first thought looking at that was like, does your homeowner's insurance cover that? Because a cow knocked over a fence. I was like, does State Farm
I saw
get
the
on that?
fence go down.
Yeah, but I mean, first of all, how is Chick-fil-A not all over this? This is the viral marketing. You know what? This is a weird way to go with this.
Brilliant,
But
Al.
this is why you need representation in the boardroom, because you need a young person. Because an older
who
person
can
would be
see
like,
that?
oh, that's an interesting story. A young person would be like, we need to get this footage and put it on TikTok.
Totally. That's a brilliant idea.
I'm quitting today and I'm going to start working for Chick-fil-A social media.
Please do.
Every day you have a new story about where you're going. You're staying right here.
I'm going to go play for the Cubs with my cheating wife.
In your Bentley.
All right, coming up on DBL, we're talking with soap star Eva LaRue. Great name, love that name. She's dishing on her wildest storyline on All My Children and telling us about a COVID-themed show she's got coming up. Now, the biggest travel nightmares, as reported by one of our own producers, front and center. Have people just forgotten how to act in airports and airplanes? Come on, people. That's coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
The U.S. is reopening. COVID case counts are going down along with hospitalizations. So why are health experts warning everyone about the Delta variant? One word, Britain. Let's connect the dots. Our neighbors across the pond have similar vaccination rates to the U.S. and we're on the verge of reopening for the summer. But now Britain has put those plans on hold as case numbers climb. The Delta variant that first emerged in India now makes up 90% of the cases in Britain. UK scientists warn that a third wave of coronavirus may have already begun in the country. Scientists believe the Delta variant is 60% more contagious than the Alpha variant. That is the one first spotted in England. Some studies suggest it also leads to more hospitalizations. The good news is the vaccines do appear to protect against it. But there is a caveat. With vaccines that require 2 shots, you need 2 doses to be fully protected. Right now, the U.S. is headed in the right direction. But Britain is teaching us that the Delta variant can be a roadblock on the way to reopening. It makes up just over 10% of the new cases in the U.S. But if vaccination levels don't rise, that number could get worse quickly.
Is it weird I rock out to our theme song?
That was like Rob Stalker angle. Like that.
Rob, nice stalker angle there. All right, welcome back to DBL. We've all gotten used to seeing viral videos of fights breaking out on planes. In fact, unruly passengers on airplanes have become such a problem that both airlines and flight attendants are now asking for stiffer penalties. I've always thought this, always. Speaking of which, as more and more of us are starting to travel again, turns out there are all sorts of things that go down on planes that can really get your blood boiling. And to that point, we want to highlight what happened actually to one of our senior producers on her flights back to Denver from South Bend, Indiana yesterday. We should start some music. We're calling it Jody's List of Airplane Nightmares. There is music. I love this. And just so you know, Jody is currently with child. She is pregnant and cute as a button. So here is what happened to Jody. First thing, someone actually brought an entire deep dish Chicago-style pizza on the plane and ate it next to her.
So my mind, like, that's grounded, says this is not right. But as the person who's brought Shake Shack and Popeyes on a plane before,
It's not cool.
it's not cool. But I was hungry. It's
Okay,
nothing I
hold
could do. It's nothing I could do.
If you're pregnant too.
No, I wasn't pregnant. I was just hungry.
Okay. Okay.
This is about 5 years ago.
I was trying to help you out there. No, that makes sense.
And my mom scolded me about it, though.
I
I took
have
a
no
picture, I
problem
think,
with
and she was
this.
just like, "What's wrong with you? Who raised you?"
I have no issue if they brought on a huge Caesar salad, a swordfish,
Caesar salad.
or
Okay,
lasagna.
But let's take away just the idea of just any food. What if you just brought something that smelled bad? What if you brought some kind of weird perfume and you 40
that's true.
squirts?
That's
like,
offensive.
I think everybody's like, well, I got to eat. You don't have to eat that. But I kind of blame this on, I always say this weird thing. I feel like Sunday mornings get blamed for something Saturday night did. Like somebody will get a DUI Sunday morning. I'm like, that's Saturday night's fault. This is the airport bar's fault. And the airplane is having to deal with
It's
it.
true.
Either they're going to have to shut down airport bars, which they are not going to do. I know a lot of times they stop serving in flight.
Southwest
but usually
and American Airlines,
it's
no
too
more
late by then.
alcohol.
So I think this is a lot of booze-fueled fisticuffs.
For me,
Good word there, 1921.
Can I just say, for me, I'm usually
Fiduciary?
rushing to the airport, and that's the last option. It's like a line of unhealthy foods, and the sandwiches look gross.
Why does the plane have to stink because you late?
You know why? I paid $350 for this seat, so I'm going to eat my stinky food.
You're right,
That's
I can
why.
work on my time
You're still
management.
gonna do it.
I can work on my
hear it in
time.
her voice. You're still gonna take nasty
No,
food in there.
I'm gonna try to mind my manners. I'm gonna do my best.
Are you?
I'm pregnant right now.
What's a non-smelling food?
A sandwich.
I'm fine with it.
I had a problem with a banh mi. We'll
Yeah,
talk
we
about
talked
that.
about this season 1. It went, where were you flying to?
I was going to London to shoot a show. And
7 hours.
Yeah, there was something wrong with my sandwich.
Yeah.
We'll discuss later.
Okay, next. Someone asked to switch seats with her. Remember, she's pregnant. From Jody's aisle seat, which she got, to the middle seat because she was seated apart from her kids across the aisle.
No.
And she did it.
No.
She did it,
All right.
Jody.
What's Jody's number right
Okay, can someone
her
call
on
Jody?
there.
Do you have Jody's number, Michael Dean?
See, that's the problem.
Outrageous.
That's why Jody is too.
She is
too
so nice, you guys. Just so you
It's
know,
like,
kindest
people
person ever.
take advantage of that because somebody would have just seen my face and they wouldn't have finished that sentence.
Now, and let me make it worse for you. As she walked in, Lindsay, the woman was already seated in her seat. She didn't ask. She was seated in her seat and said, "Can I stay here?"
If a woman is traveling with that many kids, or even one kid, you need to book a flight and pay for seats next to your kid. And that's just the bottom line. I'm sorry for that woman.
Lindsay, if only there was an example of that, like I did with my daughter on Tuesday, ahead of time. I got the seats, I picked the seats, they were right next to each other, and everything was fine. This is either, look, failure to plan on your part does not constitute an emergency on mine. If you're away from your kids, first of all, congrats.
And she was sleeping the whole
Take a
time.
second. Yeah.
She was sleeping the whole time, I'm
All
hearing.
right, well, I'm texting Jody.
I gotta text Jody. This is outrageous.
Can't happen.
All right, finally, as the plane landed and got to the gate, people popped up the minute the fasten seatbelt sign turned off and tried to exit the plane out of turn, not like what it normally is. What's going on? And by the way, I fly in like 2 days, and I haven't flown in almost 2 years to see my folks. I'm terrified. What's going on?
What are you terrified of?
Someone doing something crazy with the everything, with the food, with everything.
Trying to open the door while they're landing.
Look, I'll tell you guys this. I've been traveling consistently for 20 years, and flying to Atlanta last week was the first time I ever thought about like bad behavior, because it is so prevalent now. It's not like we're just pulling obscure
It's an
stories.
epidemic.
It's happening fairly often, and I'm getting texts from friends like my buddy Brian hit me up, and he was like, a guy had a 100-pound like pit terrier, and it was just like at my friend's feet. And he was like, dude, can you move? And he's like, the dog needs to lay down. He's like, I don't care.
Wow.
It's your dog needs to lay. People need to get this. That's not your house.
Let's let the FAA have some stiffer penalties. Do you agree?
Agreed.
Thank you. How much time do we have? Are we good? We have 10 seconds. We did well, everyone.
Yeah, but they stopped the music, so now it's just super awkward. Like we're the last people at the club and they turn the lights on.
Let's just stay in silence.
Yeah.
Ready?
I'm
ready?
always the last person at the club.
Lindsay, you are on TV. You cannot be the last person at the
I
club.
still am sometimes.
No, you
I
cannot.
am.
You know that song the DJ plays. It's time to go. Yeah. You gotta
Everyone
get
sit in silence. Ready? Coming up on DBL, actress Eva LaRue. Don't go away.
Verified viewer Jean asked, if I'm in the hospital, can I ask the nurse if they've been vaccinated? She also said, I don't want care from workers that haven't been vaccinated. So Jean, let's verify. Our sources are a bioethics lawyer and a privacy specialist. They say it's okay to ask, and it's not a HIPAA violation for the clinician to answer. But just because it's not a violation doesn't mean they have to tell a patient their vaccination status. Our sources say it's highly unlikely that a hospital would be able to honor patient preferences for only vaccinated clinicians. But if you want to try, your best bet is to go to a hospital that mandates COVID vaccines. With your Fast Fact, I'm Ariande Till.
Welcome back to DBL. Eva LaRue is a veteran soap opera actress, and earlier she gave us a glimpse of what's in store for her next, including a pandemic-themed limited series. That's in today's Chatting with the Stars. Eva LaRue, best name in the business. Welcome to DBL. Now, before we get into finding love in quarantine, we do have to take it back to your days as Dr. Maria on All My Children. Now, the cast recently got back together for a reunion. I just wanted to, if you could tell our viewers, they love this show. What do you remember as the most outrageous storyline as Dr. Maria?
Oh my God. I mean, I would say giving birth in a remote cabin with Erica Kane as the midwife, who then, and I passed out and lost too much blood,
Sure.
and then she stole the baby and said that the baby died, and then came back like 10 days later and was like, look, I adopted a baby.
This is your baby, Maria. You are not well. You are not well, Erica.
There are rumors that a lot of people will be in All My Children if there's a spinoff called Pine Valley. So please tell me if that's real and give us details if it is.
It is very real. So it's in the works. This is the anniversary of the 50th year that the show would have been aired. This is the perfect year to launch the very first ever soap opera transitioning into a nighttime drama. But that's all I know so far. So we're kind of in the dark until we're up and shooting.
We do want to just give a minute to give our condolences, we have to say, after the recent passing of your ex-husband and All My Children co-star John Callahan. You all remained really close well after the cameras turned off and after your marriage ended. What was your secret for that friendship?
Once I think we were able to really take responsibility for the things that helped dissolve the marriage, we were able to be best friends.
That's so
like
nice.
All the reasons that we adored each other, we were able to be really best friends. So it was really hard to lose him.
We have to talk about your other iconic soap opera role as Celeste Rosales on The Young and the Restless, my favorite. So you won your first Emmy last year. Thanks to her. You're a TV veteran, so how did that recognition finally feel?
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. It was unfortunately during COVID, so we shut down and didn't get to go to the awards. It was just so much fun to go over to Young and the Restless. There are so many friends that I have over there that I've known for years that I haven't had a chance to work with, some that I have had a chance to work with. So, in soaps, you definitely play a little musical chairs, which is fun.
I love that. All right, we're really excited also to talk to you about what you've got going on right now. Talk to me about, this is clearly going to be my next show, Finding Love in Quarantine. Tell me everything.
It was like this bright shining light in the middle of the COVID lockdown. There was, maybe 10 of us. So the director was the lighting guy, was also the sound guy. I mean, we had to just consolidate down, and we made it work, and we shot in a condensed amount of time. It was really fun. We laughed the whole time. It was really this, for me, this beautiful, light of hope that, we will work again. We will, have fun again. We will laugh again. And it turned out to be a really sweet movie.
Oh, I cannot wait. Eva LaRue, you Eva LaRue. Is that bad?
That was a good one.
I thought about it for so long.
I know
I'm
she's
sorry,
been planning
Eva.
that for like a half an hour.
I've been planning. Lindsay knows. I'm so sorry about that.
I have never heard that. That is awesome.
Yes.
Thank you.
DBL Nation, do not miss Finding Love in Quarantine on pureflix.com. Eva LaRue, it's been a pleasure. Thanks so much for chatting with us and for stopping by. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Supporters of the Affordable Care Act were quick to celebrate the law surviving another legal challenge. Former President Barack Obama tweeted that the latest Supreme Court ruling meant the ACA is, quote, here to stay. And another user in a post with more than 4,000 likes claimed Obamacare is undefeated. So let's verify. Has the Affordable Care Act survived every challenge in the Supreme Court? Our sources are Supreme Court records and the dean of the University of San Diego School of Law, who explains there were 3 big cases that went after the law in different ways.
I think that the challengers really focused on what were the key issues in the Affordable Care Act. And those are the ones that were first selected, and those were the ones that were tested.
There were 3 big cases against the ACA. The first was a consolidation of several lawsuits over whether Congress has the power to penalize people for not having insurance. The Supreme Court ruled it did in a 5-4 ruling and upheld the ACA because it is a tax. Some states also sued over a mandatory expansion of Medicaid, which in the same ruling, the court limited while keeping the law itself intact.
As the act was enacted, states were required to expand Medicaid. And what the United States Supreme Court said in 2012 is you can't require states to do that.
The second case was in 2015 about whether people could receive a premium tax credit in states that don't have their own health insurance exchange. The court ruled they can and upheld the law in a 6-3 vote. Finally, this year, states sued again over the individual mandate after Congress dropped the penalty for not having insurance to $0. The court ruled in a 7-2 decision the states didn't have standing to bring the case and couldn't show anyone was hurt by it since there really wasn't a penalty.
There have been repeated challenges to the Affordable Care Act, but we really have seen as the United States Supreme Court look at these issues and uphold the act. And now I think that the debate will move, as I said, to the halls of Congress.
So we can verify the Affordable Care Act has survived every challenge in the Supreme Court. With your Verify, I'm Brandon Lewis.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for Security Alert, sponsored by LifeLock. So complaints about mobile payment apps like Venmo or Cash App are surging. So a new report found nearly 3,000 complaints were filed between January and April of this year. That's up from 600 during the same period last year. Scammers are posing as officials or friends, asking you to send them very small amounts of money in order to receive a larger amount in return. Don't do this. Also beware of emails or texts that have fake Venmo links. Never click on them. If your information has been breached, LifeLock is here to help. LifeLock keeps you and your digital identity secure from cyber criminals. Call 1-800-439-9017 or visit lifelock.com to learn more. I was wondering.
That's a Nigerian print scam. Remember?
Send me a little
bit of money so I can get the rest of the money out of the
you got
Prince
13
of
million
Wales
coming.
savings account and send it to you.
Am I the only one that's terrified for my mom? Like, she wanted to pay somebody on Venmo, I think, to do like an oil change, and I was like, let me do it. Give me the person's number. I'll call them because I think that she's just going to get hacked.
Pay everybody. She's going to be like,
I know.
I push pay all. So
when I saw her, I'm like, well, first of all, you know you owe me $150. And she's like, I do? Because I think I asked her to buy me some food, and she was like, no. So, yeah, you still owe me $150 for that.
So a good thing is if you have a parent or a grandparent, anyone who's not comfortable with Venmo, hand it to someone a little more tech savvy.
Okay.
Huh?
And somebody that can say tech savvy.
Cool. DBL's new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow.